Hey family, welcome to the Hub. All right, today we have some good things to talk about. All right, I have another Ask Coach Cass. Listen, keep your DMs coming. You can message me at Inspire Many on just about everything. All right, my name is Coach Cass. So excited that you're here listening to the show. If it's your first time listening in, make sure that you subscribe to this podcast, and then give us 5 stars on whatever platform you're listening on. Okay, share this thing out. Don't keep it to yourself. Send that text, girl. All right, here we go. So I got an email, a DM from Kiki from MD, right? So she's in Maryland, and she said, Coach Cass, there's 2 guys I have a somewhat of an interest in, but they're telling me the options are massive with women throwing themselves at them, but that they're interested in getting to know me. I backed off because of that. Deep down inside, they're my type. What's your thoughts on men dating multiple women and being open about it? All right, Kiki, here we go. Here's the thing. I believe that men and women should date multiple people, period. And why do I say that you should date multiple people? Listen, this is what I find so often when I talk to professional, busy, single women. This is what happens. Tell me if this is your life, okay? You meet a guy. He's semi-decent, got a job. He calls you consistently. He's your man. You stay together for a couple months, a couple years. You realize this is not the guy for you. So then you do that again. The next guy that you meet. And listen, not only am I a client, I'm also the president of that club. I too suffered from what I call serial monogamy, right? So it's just the next guy gets to be your man, and then the next guy gets to be your man, then the next guy gets to be your man. Who said these men should be your men, right? Looky here, honey, you are interested in 2 guys, so date them both. But what's important is for you to really look into how are you vetting men, because you don't want to spend time with everyone, right? We don't want to give Joe Blow all of our time when Mr. Fine and has all his things in line is standing over here, right? So we also want to make sure that we're paying attention to the men that we're interested in, listening to their conversation, watching their actions, right? And then if we say, all right, this is someone that is viable for me to spend time with, you spend time with them, but not all of your time. Are you hearing me? Not all of your time. The purpose of dating is data collection. You're collecting data about people to see what you like, what type of things you like, who you like, and then resonating in with your gut instinct to make the right choice. The problem is, all right, I'm gonna step on some toes. The problem is too often do we base the entire male species on the 4 guys we dated. Coach Cass, all men cheat. These men aren't faithful. Oh, they lie. Oh, they have no money. Oh, they're moochers. So tell me, where did you get your information from? Well, the 4 guys that I dated. And then something happened to my sister. Ma'am, 5 out of the billions of men in this world cannot create the standard of what men are, right? Because at the end of the day, you do know happily married people, happy people in a long-term relationship. So now it's time for you to say, I also desire that, but I have to pay some attention to this. The problem I see too often is that you don't pay that much attention to it because you're afraid that you might fail, or you're afraid of rejection, or you're afraid of putting too much heart into it. So then you might get hurt. So you pretend like you don't care. And then you kind of dilly-dally in this dating stuff, but where does that end you? In a situationship. And what do situationships do for you? Nothing, right? Nothing. Listen, if your life's goal is to be in a situationship where you're kind of in limbo, you don't know what you're doing, this is the wrong podcast for you. Don't listen, just shut it off, no problem. But if you're saying to yourself, you know what, I want a long-term relationship, I want to be in a marriage, then this is the time and this is the space to be in, right? This is the space to date with intention, to vet clearly, and to date multiple people. So no, Joey cannot see you all nights of the week because you also have Rashid, you also have Muhammad, you also have Jose, you also have Tim, okay? And we rotate, right? And the people that get released from the rotation are the ones with no vision, the ones with no consistency, the ones where your vision and your values are not in alignment, right? The ones who are not pursuing you. If you find yourself pursuing a man, just stop, right? Just stop. I am all for you saying hello. I'm all for you letting them know that you're interested. But after that, baby, beep, 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 beep. Back it up. Back it up. And if they do not pursue, call, invite, any of those things, then move on. This is not a reflection of who you are or your worth. Let me say it again. You are a wanted woman, right? Wanted. Women achieving new triumphs every day. And if you don't have the t-shirt, okay, to remind yourself that you are wanted, you should get it, okay? Go to wantedwoman.com, okay? So when you start to think about being a wanted woman, how does a wanted woman act? Listen, she is a gift. Listen, that man is a gift as well. You come together, you're a gift to each other. But if you find yourself groveling or trying to make the cut or trying to just impress instead of being yourself, maybe, just maybe, this is not the love for you. So if a man says he's seeing other women, cool. But also know you don't need to be kissing him, having sex with him, sleeping over, if you know he is with multiple people. There's many diseases out here, right? COVID's like a whole new one, but there's other ones, right? So if we're not trying to pass around all the juices, you're getting to know someone. I didn't say you were going to host someone, right? You're getting to know someone, right? So you get to know them very simply. And if you find that the chemistry is out of this world, I invite you to do something different and hold back a little bit. Because if you're often leading with chemistry, that means you're just leading with your genitals and a feeling, and feelings fade. Right? If you've ever been married, which more than likely you might have, right? If you've ever been married, you know that the finest of finest men get real ugly if they keep leaving their shoes by the door, or don't put money in the bank, or don't put the toilet seat down. You know, like those little things are going to get on your nerves and they don't look the same. Right. So let's not just feed into, ooh, he's sexy. And the way he makes me feel, the way he makes me feel. All right. Outside of the feeling of turning you on, what other feelings are there? And to pay attention to those things. You got it. Are you getting what I'm putting down? Listen to me. So I want you to date multiple people and sift through them quickly. And the same thing for him. Don't hate on the man that's telling you the truth, because any man you meet, more than likely, he's dating somebody, seeing somebody, has somebody on the shelf, maintenance, whatever it is. He has an interest. And that's okay. I remember when Andy and I first started dating, within 2 weeks of us starting to date, his ex-girlfriend wrote him like a 4-page letter talking about, you're my soulmate, let's get back together. Right? Now, he decided not to go down that road, but at the same time, there was a little competition. But I stayed true to who I was, because I understood that I only want to be with a man that wants to be with me. So if he can be taken away by someone else, peace be with you. Repeat after me. Peace be with you. And so it is. All right, y'all. If you love this episode, make sure to subscribe and hit 5 stars. All right. I'll see you next week. Keep loving, keep laughing, keep living. Bye, ladies, my wanted women.